keep having these dreams about being killed.
I told you what. Things are getting super ugly out here.
Titans, what just happened? We just got a finale promo trailer. So what I'm gonna do, as long as this doesn't get copyrighted, blah blah blah, you should see the trailer. If it's been removed, then you know why. But watch this trailer. It gives away a lot. You might not catch it. Almost too much. Actually, they do give away too much. I don't know what to say about that. But there is some amazing footage in this trailer to do with Nightwing, a Titan dying, and who was that? Well, they kind of give it away, but we'll get to that. But yeah, let's roll the trailer. Hopefully it's still here when you're still watching it. I mean, as I said, copyright-wise, I'm so hyped for this. Adrenaline is pumping. This isn't caffeine. This is adrenaline. Holy moly.
This is how it ends. When we let evil win. When the horrific becomes our new reality.
I keep having these dreams about being killed by Deathstroke.
And they're not going away. We need to do something about that.
Deathstroke! Get down!
I told you what would happen if the Titans ever reunited.
Dick?
Things are getting super ugly out here.
We started this. It's all us now.
So everyone, I just didn't expect that. I don't know why I didn't expect that, because I think it's because season 1 we had promos, I believe, for all of the episodes, and yes, we did have a finale trailer last season, but this season they did a bit of promo for the first few episodes, but then DC Universe just kind of gave up on it. The marketing wise, they just were like, nah, screw it, we're just gonna release the typical promo photos as all shows do each week, and that was that. So I think that's why I didn't think that this amazing trailer wouldn't be coming out, but it turns out it did. It was 1 minute long, perfect length I think, but you gave away who dies, and yes, we will get to that, but yeah, I think we need to get right into this, guys, because I don't want to drag this out. Before we get into this, as usual, everyone, be sure to leave a like on it, and as I said, make sure you check out that review. I don't want that to get lost. You know, I go over very close-up images of the Nightwing suit, even though we do get to see Brenton Thwaites and, you know, Dick Grayson in the suit in this trailer. And always, guys, subscribe. I know the penultimate episode has just been, and we've got the finale next week, but you know me, I always keep you up to date with everything DC Universe, and I'm sure some of you are Doom Patrol fans and everything like that, so yeah, make sure you stay subscribed for all videos of the light. Oh yeah, and one more thing, I know some of you hate it when I do this, but I really want to remind you that I have a Q&A for the finale episode, you know, going into it, coming out in the next couple of days. So if you want to submit a question for that Q&A, head over to my community tab on my YouTube channel. The post is already there. Leave a question, racking my brain about anything going into the finale. Ask me predictions based off this trailer or what happened last episode, you name it, and that should be coming out in the next couple of days. But let's move on with this, which I'm sure many of you probably just skipped to this point. So Superboy in the finale is very clearly working for Cadmus Labs, but this shouldn't necessarily be a surprise if you've seen the latest episode, because we found out that not only was Gar brainwashed, but off screen we found out that Superboy was under Cadmus's control as well, through the form of brainwashing. I guess they must have some insane kryptonite operation head piercing stuff to get through his skin. And in my last review I said, imagine him brainwashed, like it's going to be explosive, and this trailer teases exactly that, because we see the Titans, such as this very intriguing moment here with Donna Troy, who is suited up in her Wonder Girl suit for the first time in years, I'm pretty sure, fighting Superboy alongside Hank, you know, a Raven, Starfire, Dawn. Love that scene of when they connect at the same time, because due to both of their strength, you know, Wonder Girl and Superboy being Superboy, it looks, you know, that slow-mo impact will happen, and potentially they might go flying. But why are they at the circus? I don't know, like, definitively, but it's kind of, from what I'm gathering from this trailer, we see Beast Boy there, all tigered up as well. We see Superboy, obviously, and a bunch of Cadmus troops. Now, I don't think this is to just necessarily, you know, kill the Titans. That's not necessarily their game. What? Whoa. What? Just ask yourself, what have we been seeing from Mercy Graves and Cadmus Labs? Well, she's been sending Beast Boy out into public, and he's been doing things to people and causing chaos and evil, shall we say. Well, let's just skip to Mercy Graves' line. This very evil line. This is how it ends: when we let evil win, when the horrific becomes our new reality. So I'm thinking, I could be wrong about this, that they're letting Superboy, Cadmus troops, and Beast Boy loose on a carnival of people. And that's when the Titans arrive to try and help. And yeah, this is going to be really messy, but also really cool with the action that's going to take place. And I really have to give credit to Mercy Graves, by the way. I know I haven't seen this episode yet, but like, you know, from what we've seen of her so far, I didn't make too much for her at the beginning, but as she's unfolded, like, she is almost her own Lex. And I guess if you're working for Lex Luthor, you have to kind of be in his field. I don't know, I just really love that scene of when she says that line, and I think, you know, given what she's doing and what she's getting Superboy and Gar to do this episode to people, like innocent people, and what she's already done, that is diabolical beyond belief. But also, whilst we're along this line of thinking, a man can dream that we're going to get a sweet Lex Luthor Easter egg in this episode. I don't know if we will. I wouldn't count on it, but like with everything that's happening, it would be cool if we just, I don't know, get a shadow of him standing in the background overseeing like something happen. That would just be amazing. But anyway, let's move on. But whilst we were talking about Beast Boy as well, it also appears that he's sulking in the Titans Tower in this scene with Raven approaching him, like in a similar way to where we saw that scene at the beginning of this trailer with Dawn just kind of looking very upset. Now, I don't know exactly what's going on here, and my best guess is that it could be when everyone is better, or should I say Superboy and Gar are kind of better, you know, back to normal-ish, and it might be like at the end of the day. I mean, what I'm trying to say there is Dawn is looking very sad. She could be weeping or reflecting over a certain person who may have died or who will die, like that's just facts, but also Gar, you know, it could just be him still in brainwash mode, already planted in the Titans Tower, but it could also be him dealing with the aftermath of the carnival, where I think Raven will have saved him. And I also theorized about this in a couple of reviews back, that if anyone was to save Gar from like literal brain operation, you know, surgery, brainwashing, it would have to be like by the superpowered individual known as Raven, in a similar way to how we saw Gar reach out to Raven, who was in full demonic mode, and snap her out of that. Maybe it's going to be a similar thing, like we see her using her powers in this, and we see her like kneeling down to Gar, and he seems kind of with it a little bit there. Ultimately here, we're going to have to just wait and see how that ends up happening, but I can tell you from a certain scene in the funeral lineup, it seems that Superboy and Gar are back to normal. So like they are getting back to normal one way or another. And how does Superboy get back to normal? Well, there is this one scene in this trailer where it looks like he's in the Kansas field, and it's similar to that Clark Kent memory we got in episode 6, I believe. Superboy, the person standing next to him, don't get carried away. I don't think that's Clark Kent. I don't think that's somebody else. To me, that does look like Dick Grayson. Now, I could be wrong about this. I'm just saying from my it just looks like Dick Grayson. Now, potentially someone maybe like Raven or somebody else could have projected Dick Grayson into Superboy's mind to reach to him, but I don't know about that. It's not like Dick Grayson's had a load of time with Superboy, really much on screen. So yeah, it's gonna be confusing to see how Superboy kind of snaps out of this, but bottom line, it does look like Dick Grayson to me. But let me know if you think it's anyone else. Maybe I'm missing something out, but this would have been a perfect opportunity to bring in Superman or Clark Kent. It's not like anything's happening much with Superman apart from the CW, so maybe that's it. But yeah, we know they're going to be fine at the end of the day, which is also, if you watch my latest review, episode 12, in the cards above, I actually said I don't see how this is going to be resolved by the finale, but it seems that they have done it, so I just hope it doesn't feel too rushed. Of course, this is the finale, so what has this season all been about? Primarily Deathstroke. So Raven, we actually see in the scene talking about the dreams that she's been having, and that they kind of need to address that and stop him. And this all seems to be while Dick Grayson still isn't present. Like, he's got the suit, but like he's making his way back. Just as Raven said he probably would find his way home, that's gonna happen. It happens in a very theatrical way, because just when we see the Titans ladies are all in the car, Deathstroke literally lets loose all of the bullets, trying to wipe all of them out, as he promised that he would if the Titans would start up again. And as I just teased, in a very theatrical way, somebody lands on top of the car. You kind of think, oh, what if that's Deathstroke? But no, just in the El Al-Azul, I'm sorry I screw up that name all the time, Dick Grayson, the Nightwing, lands like from the moon and the stars onto the car, just kind of similar to the story. He comes down at night to save the day. And it's very poetic. I do like what Titans have done with this new innovative kind of Nightwing origin, if you know what I mean. It's a cool take on it. And yes, we get to see, like, I can't believe it, we get to see see Nightwing in action before the freaking episode. Like, I thought it was crazy enough that they unveiled the suit to a few press people, and that's, you know, all official, and that's why I talked about it in my review. But now it kind of makes sense because they were obviously releasing this promo for the finale to get hype around the episode. Now, do I really need to articulate to you how excited I am for this scene, Nightwing versus Deathstroke with his freaking escrima sticks? Holy crap. Like, holy. But there is this very quick shot where we actually see, and I remember seeing this from filming, I believe. This is when the Nightwing suit first got leaked, I think, you know, a couple of months back. But as Dick Grayson, Nightwing, seems to be bested already. I mean, this could be a little bit into the fight, but he's temporarily bested. So he's on the floor. He will get back up again, I'm sure, to fight Deathstroke. But who do we see enter that fight? We see his daughter Ravager, who, if you remember in the latest episode after Jason stormed off, received a call from her father, and it kind of insinuated maybe she would go back to him, even though we kind of know that she probably wouldn't. What I would really love to see from this scene is that she arrives with Deathstroke to kill the Titans, but lo and behold, maybe to Deathstroke's amazement, she isn't really there to do that, and she actually fights him. That would be a really cool moment to prove herself to the Titans. It's a shame Jason won't be there to see it, and, you know, we will get onto Jason in a second, but yeah, can't wait to see Ravager and Nightwing versus Deathstroke, and potentially the other Titans ladies in the car, but maybe they might get called away to that carnival scene with Superboy and Gar, because, you know, we need to kind of figure out how that fits into the episode. But guys, we need to talk about that death. There will be a death of a Titan this episode. As the freaking trailer said itself, a Titan will fall and a Titan will rise, being Nightwing. Now, if you don't want to know who it is, you may have already figured it out from watching the trailer. Spoiler alert, I guess. So what we do see is a coffin being pulled out, and we see all the Titans lined up, well, not all of them, in funeral attire, all but two, which is Donna and Jason, which is why I can understand why some people have already been saying, oh my god, Jason's gonna die, this makes sense, they've got to rush him into that red Arco. No. It's not Jason Todd. Like, Jason, I don't know where he is because he's not much in this trailer. He could be off doing his own kind of Freebird arc, if you know what I mean. This is a long road to his Red Hood story in the Titans iteration, which will most likely be different, but it's not him who's going to be the penalty of Deathstroke or somebody else. So you may be wondering, if you still haven't figured it out, who does that leave? Donna. Like, Donna. And how do I know that? Because when they're freaking pulling out the coffin, we kind of see a lasso there, literally right beside the casket. Well done, DC Universe. It kind of gave that away. Like, did you not think of that? Maybe you don't care, but like, I don't know. These aren't the first guys to do it. Think about it. Trailers do spoil a lot, but that was pretty bad. Like, come on. You've just given away that Donna dies. And I'm sad because Donna Troy is one of my favorite old Titans. I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I get she has been quite annoying this season at certain times, but that's more the writing. Didn't add up a little bit, but I really wanted to see her come back, but now Wonder Girl is actually dying. Like, what? But at least she's going to be with Aqualad and Garth in a very smushy way. I guess we can focus on that. But yet again, not only is Aquaman's sidekick gone, now we have Wonder Woman's sidekick gone. Like, I don't see really how this is going to be perceived any other way. We have a casket, a Titan dies, there's a freaking lasso there that they're probably going to bury on top of the casket. It's 1 + 1. Now, the interesting thing is, how does she exactly die? Now, I honestly don't know. Could it be in the fight with Deathstroke when they're in the car there? That would be a pretty sad way to go out, just to be shot when you're not even kind of suited up and fighting. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe they'll execute that in a really good way when Nightwing and Ravager are fighting Deathstroke. But maybe she dies in that carnival scene where we see her literally connect at the same time as Superboy. Maybe like that team up, you know, really brings her down and kills her, which could be why we see Dawn reacting the way she did. But ultimately, I would love to know your theories on that. You know, this trailer gave away too much, but we still don't know definitively how certain things go down. And obviously, it's going to be really sad for everyone, but Donna Troy has been, you know, Dick's, like, really good friend ever since they were kids. We had flashbacks in season 1. We've had, you know, I don't know. It's going to be really sad, but I don't think, you know, as Aqualad broke the team before, they're not going to let that happen this time. If anything, it's going to strengthen those bonds together, especially with the new Nightwing persona now, and they're going to move forward in season 3, hopefully as a kick-ass crime-fighting Titans team. That is my trailer breakdown, guys. I know it was a bit blabbery, but you know me, I just can't help like talk about it. That's kind of why my name's BobaTalks. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this trailer down in the comments below. Let me know how hyped you are. Let me know how good you thought that suit looked. Maybe you didn't like it. Let me know that. Maybe you didn't. But I think they did an incredible job. Aside from that, like this video if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more Titans videos like this. Especially click that bell button so you don't miss out on the Q&A video going up over this weekend. There's 3 Titans videos this week, which is just crazy. So make sure you do submit those questions on my community tab going into this finale. Heck, ask me some questions based on what we saw in this trailer. Like, that'll be really fun. Check out my review. That should be appearing alongside me. And other than that, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Let's get some serious hype for the rise of Nightwing, but also some sadness for the fall of Donna Troy. Okay, that was a bit too dramatic. But anyway, guys, I'll see you Titans in the next video. Goodbye.